My name is J.U. I'm a dynamic global investor and entrepreneur. I have invested in and advised hundreds of private and public companies from all over the world. Follow me as I showcase the next unicorns, emerging growth companies looking to raise capital and eventually listing on Wall Street.
Hey everybody, this is J.U. I'm here with Roberto Canavas of Infinity Gaming Media, a Latin America company looking to disrupt the mediaverse of gaming. There's 266 million gamers out there in Latin America. And Roberto, can you tell us more about who you are?
Yeah, absolutely. So thanks for having me, first of all, Jay. It's an honor to be here with you, mate. Yeah, I'm Roberto Canavas, Mexican by birth. And yeah, I've been over the last 15 years, I've been working within the video game industry in Latin America, particularly within Mexico City, working for companies like EA, Game Express, sort of local company. But yeah, a bit of a veteran in the industry, Jay.
Amazing. You know, we're here in the heart of Times Square in front of NASDAQ. And, you know, Latin America to me is kind of enigma. I personally invested in a number of gaming companies, a lot pre-IPO like yourself. So now, can you tell me more about the company? Like, why do you focus on gaming?
Yeah, absolutely. So gaming is thriving, as you mentioned. Latin America, 260 million gamers, and it's just growing exponentially. The only other region growing faster than Latin America in terms of gaming is the Middle East and Africa. But then those are coming from sort of small pockets.
Sure.
Latin America, thriving market, growing market, lots of people, lots of engagement with gaming. And I guess just to take a step back to explain what the company is about, when you look at Latin America, a very young population, currently younger population are consuming their entertainment in a completely different way.
And that's what I was going to say. It's the younger generation that's pushing this.
Yeah, absolutely. The way that younger generations are consuming their entertainment, their media, has completely changed. You need to be disruptive if you are going to be able to talk and engage with these younger generations.
Sure.
Now, the biggest brands across the world, in Latin America, as they are everywhere else, they're looking for ways to bridge the gap to
penetrate into Latin America.
Absolutely.
That's right.
I used to work for Procter & Gamble very early on in my career. And you used to go and say, hey, how much am I going to invest in radio and print and TV advertising?
Sure.
That is completely gone out the window for the younger generations, as they are not listening to the radio because there's a Spotify, they're not watching TV because there's YouTube and everything else.
Sure.
So for the big brands, Procter & Gamble, the Nestle's, the McDonald's of the world, they're thinking about how do I engage these younger generations? Now, they know gaming is the right way to go because that is the main source of entertainment for these guys.
Yeah.
But when you're thinking about how do I invest my marketing dollars in gaming, then everybody's scratching their heads.
That's right.
That's a difficult.
That's always a hard area for investors is the game. How do you get that return? How do you create value within the gaming world? And you guys are creating this mediaverse, which makes total sense. So now can you break down the kind of areas of the mediaverse you guys are focused on?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've created a mediaverse with 4 different verticals: esports and competitive gaming, where we own professional esports, the biggest, most important teams and disciplines within Latin America. We own them. And we also own leagues for the amateur players to go and proactively participate.
That's amazing.
The second one is content. It all comes down to content. If you want to engage consumers, you need to be creating your content. We do from the small Instagram stories all the way to gaming documentaries, all sorts of content, gaming related.
That makes total sense.
The third one is experiences. We do the big conventions. We have the largest gaming convention in Latin America, more than 40,000 people joining in a single weekend. That happens in Mexico City. All the way to the smaller virtual forums, discussion groups where communities are coming together to discuss gaming overall. And I guess the fourth vertical is influencers, talent. And these guys, we have a group of over 40 influencers, gaming influencers, all of them, the biggest amongst Latin America, that help us make our messages massive. So when you put it all together, we create this gaming mediaverse that you referred to.
That's amazing. That makes total sense for an investor like myself, because you're not just focused on just the gaming side, because that's where it's kind of cloudy for investors, especially in the US, where, okay, we could invest into all these players, but then, yeah, we could get marketing dollars, but that's not enough. So you creating a mediaverse and adding influencers, adding content, that makes total sense. And can you tell us some of the brands like that are interested or want to be involved with you?
Yeah, we're brand agnostic, so we will work for anybody that needs to talk to these younger generations. And we currently have within the portfolio of clients that we have, some of our sponsors, partners, include BMW, include Subway, Tigo, a big telecom down in South America, Nestle, Danone. So there's a number
really
of the big brands.
Big brand names. I mean, to penetrate Latin America, I think that's, again, an emerging market that a lot of U.S. investors and the world, you know, is untapped right now. So being able to penetrate your marketing dollars through a credible company like Infinity would be ideal, I think, for U.S. investors. Now, let's jump into the more capital market side, right? How much revenues are you guys generating right now, and what do you see in the future, in the next 2 years?
Yeah, so this year, 2022, we expect to deliver close to 7 million US in terms of revenue. If you look at the last few years for the company, we've been steadily growing above 60%, completely organic year on year. So very decent organic growth rates. And frankly, just limited by our ability to build the resources to satisfy demand. So we've come to instances where we just have to reject projects. Again, going back to the need by the big brands to engage with these younger audiences. So that's in terms of revenue. In terms of profitability, something that when you're talking about investors and they think about the gaming space and esports, profitability comes to play, because not many companies, if any, within this space are actually being profitable. And we think we are in a unique position, because not only do we bring the organic growth, 60% plus, but we're actually becoming profitable in 2022 as well.
So the end of this year. Okay, wow, that's for investors, that's huge. And actually for the capital markets, if there's aspirations to list here in a US senior exchange, I think that's a huge play here. You go to bankers and they see you in that you're growing from breaking even to profitability. That's huge. Now, what are your plans to grow the company? Like, are you doing it through M&A, through growth of your current brands? Like, can you touch on that?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's two things, right? We have a very solid organic growth plan.
Sure.
When you're thinking about our business, we have presence in Argentina, Chile, Peru, Central America, Mexico.
Sure.
But when you look at our revenue, over 60% of our entire revenue is coming only from Mexico. And that talks a little bit about...
60% is huge.
We are well positioned in Mexico, but there's plenty to do
Brazil
in the other countries.
Massive. When I look at the map of Latin America, Brazil is a big chunk of it.
Population-wise, size-wise, gaming-wise, Brazil is a huge market. But anyway, lots of our revenue is coming from Mexico, nothing from US Hispanics, which in itself is a massive market.
That's right.
So there's a whole lot of an opportunity for us to build the resources to deliver our services across the region and be able to deliver the same sort of reach that we have in Mexico. So that's on the organic side. We want to invest and make sure that all the services that we are already successfully delivering in Mexico and some other countries is being delivered across the region. Second, in terms of inorganic growth, there are plenty of undervalued assets across Latin America that we would love to bring in.
That's why I brought that question up, because I get approached as a private investor all the time from Latin America brands, apps, fintech. And because I don't have the knowledge and I don't have the kind of the resources to research, I just usually shy away from that. But you guys are actually creating something unique where you could bring it to the world. So kind of unlock the value of Latin America through Infinity.
Absolutely. So when you look at Latin America, so many countries, navigating Latin America from a marketing commercial standpoint is very complicated. So you have a number of different companies delivering small services here and there. our ability to bring all of this together and deliver exceptional ROI for the people advertising with us, for our partners, just makes us and puts us on a different part. No, we are able to bring in more assets, continue to build a gaming mediaverse that we're creating, and put that to the service of our partners.
No, that's amazing. You know, I think we got enough today in terms of knowing Infinity Gamers, and thank you, Roberto.
Jay.
You know, thank you. We're here in Times Square, and we're planning to grow this company, hopefully together.
Hopefully together, Jay. I would love that.
Thank you so much.